everybody, welcome. It's Alina Kazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head on over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is VSHOJO, and VSHOJO is a US-based VTuber agency headquartered in San Francisco. So why are we talking about VSHOJO? Well, guys, there's been like a mass exodus of VSHOJO members and even staff members, and it looks like here is another one. So this is Panini, and Panini, if you don't know, was previously the VSHOJO Director of Talents, previously as they are leaving. So this is posted on Panini's X account on July 10th, and it says, leaving VSHOJO after 3 years. So here's a dreaded black and white text. Let's take a look. Announcement. After over 3 years, I've decided it's time to conclude my journey with VSHOJO. I did not take this decision lightly, but I believe it's the best move forward for me. VSHOJO was my first step into the world of content creation, and I'm proud to know I've made an impact not just within the company, but in the community and the industry as a whole. I'll never forget people I've met along the way, and I'm truly grateful for everyone who's helped to shape who I am today. While I'm closing this chapter with VSHOJO, my passion for helping others navigate their content creation and management careers is something I'll continue to pursue part-time. After I take the next couple of weeks off, I'll be available for commissions on a per project or consulting basis with a focus on helping creators with specific events or goals they hope to reach. For any inquiries, please feel free to reach out at panini.management@gmail.com. Every close of a chapter just means a start to a new one. With love, Panini. So you can see here, people are pretty shocked about this news. This is Sayu saying, wow, Panini, you've always been so kind, understanding, and gentle every time I've had the pleasure of chatting with you, and I hope the best and smoothest transition to whatever you do next. So Hades from Mythos says, wishing you nothing but success and happiness going forward for whatever you decide to do next. Limu says, good luck, Panini. You'll do great no matter where you go. So let's take a look at what some of the people on Reddit got to say. Sufficient Parsnip says, yeah, something's up with slow exodus, and someone else pointed out that Mousy and Connor are no longer following Zen and vice versa. Erythral Imperial says, there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Diego says, it's one thing that members are leaving, but also key staff members as well. I'm like 70% sure that something might happen to VSHOJO. Like something needs to change in their business model in order for them to turn this around. Because the whole hire well-established content creators thing isn't really working out in the long term apparently. And you still have people wondering about their auditions. Facts, that's true, that's true. Time Menu says, Mouse and Zen possibly falling out what feels like Point Crow and Small Ant all over again, where I simply don't know how either could be the bad guy. And it's definitely going to depend on where mutual friends fall to make any decision. Random Rambling says, I am officially concerned. Net4 says, it seems like with the exodus of talent and staff, I wonder if they're running into a bit of a financial crisis at VSHOJO. Other thing could be the company is getting bought out and people are leaving now. Either way, it's been a rough few months for VSHOJO. Previous years at Anime Expo, it was hard to miss the Senpai Squad and giant screen for the VSHOJO talents. This year, they had a really tiny booth. One friend said he completely missed it. Wonder if they will address it or if there's more to follow in the coming weeks. Aserion says, so how many people have left in the past couple of months? Alexander says, Matara Khan terminated May 6, 2025. Motendu, who's Chief Technology Officer and co-founder, left May 14, 2025. Poshi, head of VTubing, left May 21st, 2025. Giga Talent left June 27, 2025. Panini, Director of Talent, left July 10th, 2025. Zentreya Talent left July 11th, 2025. And then Dodge Scrooge says, increasingly harder to write off all these departures as just a coincidence. I agree. So something is going on at VSHOJO, guys. What exactly it is, we don't really know. But this is something we definitely have to keep our eyes peeled for. More people are leaving. Key staff and key talent are leaving. Something is definitely up. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think is going on at VSHOJO? Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Nimi Nightmare. And Nimi Nightmare is an independent English-speaking VTuber who debuted in January 2025. And this is Hitman, the franchise. So Hitman is a stealth game franchise created by Danish developer IO Interactive. The player controls a contract killer Agent 47 who travels the world to assassinate various targets who are assigned to him. In the video game Hitman, this is kind of what the main character looks like. Okay, so why are we talking about Nimi and Hitman? Well, guys, a funny thing happened on the stream. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Eggplant770. Says Nimi got shy when the official Hitman account tweeted and joined her stream. So let's take a look.
The Hitman Twitter saw me? Wait, really? Hitman, I love you. IO Interactive, I love you. I love your game so much. It's my favorite game. One of my favorite games of all time.
So this is Hitman, and his verified account says, Agent 23, ICA is monitoring the mission. Baldness confirmed. Wrench secured. Banana status lethal.
Oh my gosh, is this real? The real verified Hitman account? Hitman! Agent 23, ICA is monitoring the mission. Baldness confirmed. Wrench secured. Banana status lethal. Oh my goodness. Thank you for monitoring. I'm shy having official Hitman watch my stream. I love Hitman forever. John Hitman himself. I know, they're gonna judge if I fail to get my bloody suit. Which I very well might. You're huge fans, oh my goodness. I'm a huge fan, what the heck? Oh, don't tell them I've never played the campaign. I'm sure the campaign is great, but I'm just saying that freelancer mode on its own is enough to create a 10 out of 10 like game of all time. You know?
So that is absolutely incredible for the dev to actually be here and like watching Nimi stream. That is so cool. Let's see what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. Zonko says, John Hitman, holy shoot. Edit, I was there. She freaked out a bit. It was really cute. Purple Weakness says, IO Games has the opportunity to do the funniest collab. Agent 47 as Nimi. So this is posted on Hitman's X account. This is posted on July 9th. And Hitman says, Agent Nimi Nightmare has entered the field. No hair, no trace, no mercy. Which is absolutely incredible. Great unintended collab. I think that's really awesome. Nimi continues to say, I love Hitman. One day I'll get your bloody suit. And the Hitman says, you're on the right path, Agent 23. Stay focused. The suit will be yours soon. On to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Strawb, and Strawb is a Princess VTuber and a Twitch partner. This is Rev Says Desu, and Rev Says Desu, or Rev, is a male English-speaking VTuber, anime reviewer, and news reporter. And this is Makeship. So usually they make like stuffies. So I'll be talking about Strawb, Rev, and Makeship. Well, it looks like Strawb has a statement about Makeship on her X. This is posted on July 10th. Let's take a look. So Strawb says, it makes me really sad to say this, but I can no longer support Makeship or their campaigns. I have been blacklisted from any future campaigns simply for being associated, in their words, with Rev. So if you guys don't know, Strawb and Rev are married. So let's continue with the statement. I have worked on 4 Makeship campaigns since 2022, even before Rev ever worked with them. He has had 3 campaigns. They have profited greatly from our collaborations and gained new customers from our communities. They say it isn't personal, but how could it not feel personal? I am quite literally one of the least edgy people ever, yet I'm being punished for content that is not even my own. As for Rev's content, yes, it is controversial, but A, this is not my content. I don't sign off on his videos, and I don't always agree with him on everything he says or does. And B, I don't think Rev acts in ways online that are hateful or, quote, edgy, to the point of deserving opportunities like this to be taken away from him from companies who have worked with us both multiple times with very positive experiences for everyone. I think his content offers a viewpoint on many controversial topics that many people do agree with, and I think that we should all let our voices be heard. Makeship has the right to do what they think is best in terms of their own PR, but we also have the right to let our communities know what is happening. They knew exactly who we were working with over the last 3 campaigns, and they profited it accordingly. Regardless, his actions resulting in me being blacklisted purely on, quote, association, their words, is wrong. Makeship has made a mistake here. Now you not only must worry about your own content, but also other people's content as well. I would love to see Makeship change their mind on this, as I've loved the plushies we have made with them, and I've bought dozens of other Makeship plushies from other creators throughout the years. The quality is great, but I just cannot in my heart support a company like this anymore. As you can see, there's like a screenshot saying, hi Strawb, thanks so much for reaching out. I remember blank introducing us a few months back. Makeship has grown a lot since we first started working together, and as we continue to partner with a wider range of brands and creators, we've had to be more mindful of how our campaigns reflect our values. As part of that, we've been moving away from working with creators whose content falls on the edgier side. Given your close association with Rev, we've decided not to move forward with another campaign at this time. I understand this may be disappointing, and I want to emphasize that this isn't personal at all. We sincerely wish you the best in your continued growth as a creator. Okay, so Rev says, guilt by association is incredibly cringe and pathetic thing to do. Luckily, we have other companies who actually have our backs. Shadowfall says, they literally are saying we needed you to grow and are fine fine with it all, but now that we're bigger, we will toss you to the wayside. They seem to forget that it's easier to shrink than to grow. There are plenty of other companies out there that are still willing to make money, even if they won't. Obviously, this is not a cool thing for Makeship to do. I'm a little bit curious, actually, because I actually applied for Makeship as well, and because I do VTuber news, it's possible that could be the reason why my campaign was not accepted. That's just me making speculation at this point. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. Shane Dark says, considering Rev spouts the most cultured war bait, and that's putting it super lightly, I'm not really surprised. AJ Shell says, after seeing how she went after Nemo after she criticized Rev, I have no sympathy for Strawb. She had it coming, Makeship is based. Anyways, guys, so in the Reddit thread, this particular topic is very divided. Some are saying Makeship made the right call, and some are saying Makeship did the wrong call. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Dokibird, and Dokibird is an independent English language VTuber. This is Sachi. So why are we talking about Doki and Shachimu? This is a post on Rainbow Retirees saying, a certain orca couldn't believe Doki did this. So let's take a listen.
So I did Party Rock Anthem. I learned how to shuffle. Every day we're shuffling. And you know, like Katy Perry, Left Shark and Right Shark? That was my inspiration. So for those who didn't see the recordings, there is a specific moment there where a dragoon pops out and it's a giant dragoon mascot that's like dancing. I don't know if you guys noticed the voice, who it was, in terms of like the voice. Basically, I asked Shachi if she wanted to do this, because I was like, I need someone to be the female voice in this concert. I was like, okay, I need someone to sing this part because it's so hard. I can't sing that high. And I needed someone to be the female voice. So I like asked her, I was like, bro, you down? Like, do you want to sing Party Rock Anthem with me? And she was like, bro, I'm fucking down. Like, she was like, I can't believe you're singing Party Rock Anthem at a concert. And I was like, indie, baby. But yes, that was her.
So anyways, guys, we technically got a Doki and a Shachimu collab. Even though it was a little one, it still counts. I'm still counting it. It still counts. Anyways, guys, that's pretty exciting that they got to work together. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Mint Fantome. And Mint Fantome, also known as Made Mint, is an independent female English Japanese-speaking virtual YouTuber. So why are we talking about Mint? Well, guys, this is posted on SodaFunkCH saying, Mint experiences what it feels like to be a Hololive member. So let's take a listen.
Wait, did you guys see? Well, I guess you maybe didn't see if you are not... Hold on. If you are not on Twitter, I'm pulling up the picture. Oh, here's the picture. Ta-da! You can see Kiwawa's really big signature right there. And I think to the right of it, you see that little black line? I think that's Calliope's signature. And I'm smack dab in the middle of it. And I got to sign the Hololive wall. There's me. I tried to sign it, not so big. I was like, I don't think I should be here. At first, it wasn't even my idea. Like, Kiara was just like, you should sign the wall. And I was like, but, is it, And they were like, yeah, of course, other people have signed the wall, don't worry. And then they had to bring out like a ladder for me. They had to bring out a ladder because Kiara's just like kind of towards the top. And I felt even worse because Kiara was like, sign next to mine. I was like, okay. And I was like, wait, this is like towards the ceiling. And so I felt even worse because they were like, okay, we're gonna go through all this effort. And I'm not even a member. I felt so bad. I was like, I don't think I should be here. They were all very nice. All the staff, they were very, very, very accommodating. And they even got us ice cream. And I got to eat a bento and ice cream. And I was like, wow. Such service. This is so nice. I'm just a guest. But when Kiara was like, oh, you're my first outside guest, I just...
Aww.
I don't know. I don't deserve that honor. I don't deserve... That's too high of an honor for little old me, so... I kind of mentioned in there, I was role-playing that day as like a... we were just joking about it the whole time, like, oh my gosh, this is if you had gotten into Hololive. I'm just like, it was my role play.
Anyways, guys, so that was Mint visiting Hololive, so that was pretty cool. She got treated really nicely, which is really awesome. It's very sweet. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is AEW, and AEW is All Elite Wrestling, and you can see here that this is happening in Texas. And this is Hamburger Kun, and Hamburger Kun is a VTuber. And why are we talking about AEW and Hamburger Kun? Well, guys, Hamburger Kun has made a, I guess, guest appearance at AEW. This is a post on the virtual YouTuber subreddit posted by Flying Brian and saying, Hamburger Kun brought VTuber to AEW All Elite Wrestling tonight. So you can see here, these are like the different signs. We got Bald is Beautiful, Doobie Omega, the Mint Syndicate, She Hurts Us, Hangman is My Oshi, and Samek Okada Saba. Okay, so definitely some VTubers here that you recognize. This is just a screenshot of what was on television here. So we got Hamburger Kun holding up a sign saying Mint Syndicate, she hurts us. Here's just some additional signage here. Bald is Beautiful, and Doobie Omega. So as you can see here, at the AEW ring, VTubers were present, which I think was pretty cool. This is Hamburger Kun posting nice flip, Mint Fantome probably, but also Cowboy Sheesh. Let's take a look here. This is so crazy. Oh my god. Anyways, I feel like it's not talked about enough, but there seems to be a parallel fandom with VTubers and wrestling fans. It's kind of interesting. So Hamburger Kun, thank you so much for all your hard work and for representing the Oshis out there at AEW. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Pippa Pebblesworth, and Pippa Pebblesworth was a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber and a member of Globee as part of the first generation. And Pippa graduated on January 31st, 2025. So when Pippa graduated, she came over to her indie persona, which is Penny Puffball. So this is Penny Puffball, and Penny Puffball has some news, which is really exciting. So this is posted on Penny Puffball's X account on July 11th, and Penny says, Penny Puffball key art revealed. My mama made me super cute. Can you tell me your favorite part about me? Was this worth edging 2 days for? Mama and art designed by Pootsie. So this is just very cute. So if you guys are a fan of Penny Puffball, please make sure to go check out her debut in 21 days. It says debut in 21 days. You must come on August 1st. So this is very adorable, very, very cute, very like ocean vibes. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of Penny Puffball, please make sure to go check her out on her official debut on August 1st. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Netcore, and Netcore is a 100% bratty internet dog stuck in a visual novel, and Netcore is debuting on July 12th. So let's take a look at this. This is posted on Netcore's X account, posted on July 7th, and Netcore says 1.5 debut announcement. The nurse of your dreams is here to take care of you, now more smug than ever. New model, first song cover, first ever merch drop, and 2 days of celebrations. Are you ready? This is happening on July 12th and 13th at 5 p.m. GMT. So let's take a look at the trailer. So if you are a fan of smug nurses, make sure to go check out this debut on July 12th and 13th at 5 p.m. GMT. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is COWI, and COWI is an ASM artist who does spicy audios. COWI is a Spanish-speaking VTuber. So why are we talking about COWI? Well, guys, COWI had a YouTube channel, and it has been taken down. So this is posted on COWI's X account, and this is posted on July 11th. This is machine translated, so it may not be perfect, but we're just gonna go with this anyways, okay? So COWI says, I am very tired of fighting against injustice over and over again, of feeling that everything I built with effort and love is always at risk of being taken away. I was banned from Twitch for a year, the year before my last. My only refuge at the time, the only place that helped me cope with my anxiety, my loneliness, and sadness. I spent an entire year unable to return without having done anything to deserve it, perhaps due to mass reports or the desire of some malicious person. When I finally could return, I thought things would get better, but this year has been one of the hardest I have ever lived through. Malicious people have come into my life, people who aren't even part of my life, but who have decided to bother me. Since then, everything has crumbled. I received a warning from Twitch for no reason. Then I just lost my YouTube channel with my video of 1 million views. I lost my Fansly, not to mention that my X account is more shadow banned. I have lost one by one all the spaces I had built with so much effort over the years. And all I wanted was to do what I'm passionate about, just wanted to share what I love. I have never messed with anyone. I have never used my content or my community to spread hate or hurt to others. I have always focused on my community, on creating a safe space for everyone, on providing company to those who feel alone, because I know what it feels like to feel this way. And despite all that, despite the losses, the sadness, the attacks, the anxiety, I have kept going. I have gotten up every day, even though sometimes I just want to disappear. I have kept fighting for this because it's what I love, it's my dream, it's the only thing that has kept me alive when everything else in my life told me to give up, because my community has given me moments when, honestly, I don't know what would have become of me if I hadn't had them. And yet they ask me why I'm tired, why it hurts so much. I'm tired because no matter how much love I put into what I do, there are always people determined to hurt. I'm tired of having the only thing that makes me happy taken away from me. I'm tired of fighting every day for something as simple as the right to create, to share, or be myself. I'm tired of having to beg for justice when I don't mess with anyone. I'm tired of living with the fear of losing the little I have, and sometimes I don't even know if I'm just living or surviving. But even so, with a gray soul and a worn out strength, here I am. Because of what I've built, who I am, they can't take that away completely. Because I still believe in what I love, because I still have those who accompany me, who understand me, and who support me without asking for anything in return. And that's why I'm still here, even though it hurts sometimes, even though sometimes the world pushes me to give up, I am still here. So obviously, if you are a fan of COWI, please make sure to go give her some love, because she's obviously having a really rough time. And like, that's the shitty thing about the internet, right? Is that there's a lot of corporate control when it comes to what people can produce, what people can create. And a lot of times when you make something and it blows up, that is fantastic. That's what you want. But it comes at a cost too, right? It comes at a cost because you suddenly have a lot more eyes on you. There are a lot of people who are jealous. There are a lot of people who are very judgy and who look for creators to take them down, which really sucks. The thing is, because these are public-facing companies, they are beholden to their shareholders, they are beholden to the credit card companies, they're beholden to a lot of people, so sometimes when people do make spicy content, it can be kind of a risky thing to do because you can build up this entire fan base and for them to just take it away in an instant, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. And even some spaces where you would think it is safe for spicy content, suddenly they change their mind and all of a sudden you're kind of left out in the dust. The problem too is a lot of these companies, when they're small, they rely on spicy content creators to become big platforms. And then once they get big, they kick people to the curb once they are no longer useful, which it's really sad and it's really sucky. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of COWI, please make sure to go send her some love because obviously she is not having a good year. So please make sure to go support her. Okay, guys, and that's it. However, we do have someone for the VTuber Spotlight. This is Opal Raven. Opal Raven is a humanoid Raven VTuber who enjoys video games, plants, art, animals, photography, dinosaurs, history, and food. So this is Opal Raven on X. This is Opal Raven on Twitch. And this is just a funny clip I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, let's take a look here.
A globe? Well, at least if it turned into a person, I know it'd be well-rounded.
Guys, that is Opal Raven. Make sure to go check out Opal on Twitch and on X. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you ever miss me on Twitch, that's no problem. I do have my games backed up on the Lydia VTuber VODs channel. And guys, if you want to throw some love this way, please make sure to go check out Ulu Market and pick up a Lydia Nekozawa Chibi keychain. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Is this ready? No! My melons! My melon! Oh my god! My melon. My melons! My melons! Oh, what have I done?